All right, so boom, I was on Twitter earlier and I came across a video and it was incredibly unsettling. In fact, I thought perhaps this was AI run amok. Somebody was playing a practical joke on myself and the faithful NFL fans that have supported the product for their lifetime. But unfortunately, turns out it's real. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just Derrick Henry at practice. He spit on the ground. What's so bizarre about that? I want you guys to consider what's underneath the helmet, because evidently, Derrick Henry cut his dreads!
What?
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
This is sacrilegious. Who in NFL history has cut their dreadlocks and maintained or gotten better in production after they had their heads shaven? Now, granted, he got braids, but that's not the same thing. This is against the dreadlocks Bible, sir. Have you not learned? Sammy Watkins, Mike Evans, Devin Hester, just to name a few, cut their dreadlocks off and they were never the same again.
You lack of discipline.
You just cracked 10,000 yards, eclipsed 100 touchdowns on probably a team that can legitimately get you to a Super Bowl. Not this season, go Steelers. But how the hell do you decide to go and cut your dreadlocks now? It don't make sense. Have you turned away from the power of the dreadlocks Bible? How many times have we seen you activate these powers late in games, run people over, stiff arm other human beings into oblivion? We've seen Derrick Henry's dreadlock powers cancel out other players' dreadlock powers. Do you remember what he did to Josh Norman? He sent that man to the death note.
This man came on the football field and had his soul evicted from his body. Man got thrown away like a zygote at the conclusion of an abortion. Payne must have been playing Madden because he hit him with the almighty push, then utilized the almighty pull, and then pushed his bitch ass again.
Finish him. Almighty push. Brutality.
Josh Norman got stiff-armed so bad he got thrown out of orbit. Man's got treated like Frieza after the battle against Goku on Namek. He's never worked at NASA one day in his life, but somehow got a free trip to the moon. Put it in reverse, got him looking like he throwing kicks in karate class. If we knew Josh Norman was gonna come on the field and get thrown around like a member of the circus, somebody call up Murray Franklin. We've got another clown for the show. Look at his face. He does not want to be on a football field right now. He'd rather be playing Twister, right elbow on green, hip on yellow. Maybe doing tricks in motorsport, perhaps a bronze medal in high jump. Sliding for home base in October. Man's looking like he taking an incorrect Stone Cold Stunner from Steve Austin, or perhaps Stone Cold Derrick Henry. No respect for the leader of the locker room, interrupted the dead man's leg drop with an elbow, and he dropped one on the dead man the next week.
He did. He gives it to Henry.
He castrated, executed that man on national television, not based off his own merit, not because of his own strength. It had nothing to do with the stiff arm. It had nothing to do with his talents. That's the power of the dreadlocks. Remember what he did a couple years before that against Jacksonville on Thursday? Watch, they not living their best lives. Call the EMTs. This is abuse. And that's only a couple of plays. Everybody who's consistently been watching football knows he's been terrorizing defenders, whether it's been getting stiff arm, getting trucked, getting outran, or just downright embarrassed by this man. And you cut your power source? Why would you do this?
I don't know!
Why would you do this during the bye week? Why not wait until the conclusion of the season? You're literally on the cusp of possibly winning another Offensive Player of the Year award, albeit you got usurped by Saquon Barkley, but there's still 4 games remaining. That's a full month of football. Who's to say Saquon doesn't fall off a cliff or maybe stagnate and you just so happen to go full Derrick Henry mode, explode for like freaking 700 yards, and all of a sudden you break the all-time rushing record for a single season and you get past that 2105. It can happen. We've seen Derrick Henry go crazy in December before. I'm not saying it's a far-gone conclusion, but it's a possibility. Why would you cut your hair now? It simply doesn't make any sense. You're trying to make a playoff push. You're removing what makes you, you.
pee in that cup.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
All right, so boom, the holiday season is officially here, and there's no better way to celebrate the holidays than with Game Time. Gift yourself or maybe a significant other, a loved one, whatever the case may be, with an event, a concert, a basketball game, football game, any sporting event, wrestling show, whatever the case may be. The best prices are only available on Game Time. Game Time built a ticket marketplace that makes it faster and easier to get into your favorite events at a moment's notice. Game Time provides the premium marketplace for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the US and Canada, eliminating the need for printing and built a better way to access the best live experiences right from your phone. Just last month, I went to Pittsburgh to watch my Steelers get a W on Monday Night Football, and then I flew to Las Vegas to go watch my favorite singer Adele perform before the conclusion of her residency in Las Vegas. And I would have never been able to do that had it not been for Game Time. And my tickets were the best priced possible with Game Time picks. Basically, Game Time filters out all of the fluff to show you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. In fact, I use Game Time picks to get my tickets for WWE's Saturday night main event in the Nassau Coliseum. So what are you waiting for? Take the guesswork out of purchasing concert tickets today with Game Time picks by clicking the link in my description, downloading the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code Adonis, and save $20 off your very first purchase. Terms apply. But download the Game Time app, use promo code Adonis, Adonis, and save $20 off your very first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. Let them know I sent you. What time is it? Game time!
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Now I know what some of you are thinking. It's just hair. It's no big deal. It has nothing to do with how he plays on the field. I beg to differ. I've been watching football my whole life. Y'all been tuning into the commentaries for years. You have seen those who happen to wear dreadlocks perform substantially better than those who do not at certain positions, carrying the football or catching the football. Dare I say, defensive backs with dreadlocks are amongst the best of the league collectively. Maybe you might have individual seasons where somebody performs very well, but on a consistent basis, motherfuckers who got dreadlocks play amongst the best in the league. Historically, this millennium is getting ridiculous. Why would he do this? Who gave him the clearance? I demand they reattach the dreadlocks at once. Have you not read your Bible? Don't you know what happened to Samson? Why would you cut your hair? I'm a Steelers fan and I don't make no goddamn sense why the hell he cut his hair.
Why? 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 Why?
This the same man who ran for 12,000 yards in high school. The same man who won the Heisman and ran for over 2,000 yards in college and in the NFL eclipsed 10,000 yards and 100 touchdowns and will be a future Hall of Famer. Why would you cut your dreadlock?
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
That was a little emotional, maybe not so much unalive myself, but I will say this much. I'm gonna go out on the record and say right now, this next month, I will be watching incredibly close at the production of Derrick Henry, because I can tell you something right now. Some people would say, well, maybe with the cut hair, he could become a bit more aerodynamic. He should have just went completely bald.
She's bald. She's bald, Jerry.
But I don't think he'll eclipse over 400 yards for the remaining 4 games of the season. And dare I say, initially coming into the season, I predicted he would not go over 1,000. He proved me wrong. But now with the cut hair, I am going to put down the damn decree now. Henry will never eclipse 1,000 yards in a season again because he cut his goddamn dreads. And you could take that to the bank. Maybe not so much to the bank. People put some money behind it. It's not going to work out in my favor. But I'm telling you something right now. This is going to be the worst decision he ever made in his entire doggone career.
No, I gave you everything I had.
You're done, Derrick.